How's it going, guys? This week I made a bird feeder because the dowel jig that I ordered for my basket table stand thing, whatever you want to call it, didn't come in time. But this is a really cool project. It holds about 5 pounds of bird seed, and it's going to be a great spring project as well. So if you want to learn how to make it, it's fairly simple. Just stay tuned. So to get started, we need to pick out our lumber, and for that you don't want to use any wood that's like pressure treated or anything like that. Even though it's gonna stay outside longer and it's gonna last longer, it can possibly seep into the seed and actually poison the birds. So you want to avoid anything like that. So what I have here is just regular pine, no pressure treating on it or anything. I have one 6-foot long board that's a 1x8, and I have another 6-foot board that's a 1x10 underneath here. And then on top here, I have some hinges for the bird feeder to open and close so I can add the seed. And then I also have a clear 8x10 piece of polycarbonate that's gonna make this great panel for the front so I can see how much seed is left, and it's gonna kind of give it a cool look to begin with. So that's all you need for material, and let's go ahead and start cutting up this wood. I'm gonna start with my 10-inch board and make 2 11-inch cuts on it. And using a speed square, I can go ahead and make a straight line. And with my 1x8 board, I can go ahead and make 2 cuts at 8 inches long. So I have 2 cuts right now, and basically one of these is going to be my bottom pieces, and then these are going to be my 2 side pieces. So what I want to do is I'm going to have it lined up like this, and then these are the side pieces. But I don't want the roof just to be straight, because that's kind of lame. I want it to be on a slant. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna measure 1 inch down on the back side, and I'm gonna cut that angle so I can have an angled roof, and it should make it look a little bit cooler. So this is the look that I was going for in my head, and basically I have a little bit of hang on the back and the front has a little bit more. Now you can go ahead and cut this board longer if you want, but I like the way it looks. And the important thing is to make sure your glass panel will be able to cover this whole thing, which mine does, so I'm all set there. Now I need to basically go ahead and cut out a back, and then maybe a few little rails for the side to keep the food in, and I'll pretty much be ready for assembly. So now that I have the height correct, I need to cut a slight angle on here to match the roof, and that's about a 9-degree angle for me. So I'm gonna go ahead and set it over on my table saw and cut it. So now I have the feeder pretty much done. All I need to do now is basically cut out little trim for the front so that way the seed will be held in, and cut some type of ramp so that the seed will continue to fall down instead of just getting stuck at the bottom. Okay, so I got a 5-pound bag of bird seed, and I'm not really sure how much it's gonna hold, but let's go ahead and let's try this out. So that looks like it holds it pretty good, and I'm basically gonna try to work it to the bottoms a little. And all in all, I'd say that works pretty good. So a 5-pound bag of this stuff filled it up pretty much to the top. So now if you wanna hang this, you should note that you obviously can't hang it by this unless you add some type of lock to each side and then add something on the top like an eye hook to hang it. Or what you could do is just add eye hooks on the side and have like a string that like just comes up and over. So you have a few different options, or you can even put it on a stand of some sort. But all in all, I think it came out pretty cool, and now I just need to figure out a place to put this. Well guys, that's it for this week's project. I think it came out really good. Inside the seed fills it up pretty much to the top. So 5-pound bag seemed to work really good for this guy. And I like the clear plate on here so I can see the level. All in all, this mitered area came out really good, and it gives a perfect spot for the birds to be able to sit here and stand and eat out of it. So now the only challenge is figuring out a place to hang this so my cat can't get to it. Otherwise, this thing's gonna turn into a bird trap pretty soon. So that's it for this week's project. If you guys like it, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and I'll be back with more woodworking videos next Tuesday.